Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be drawing a hand once again in 10 minutes, and it's going to be like this, like a finger pointing up. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, once this says 9, that's when we'll go ahead and say that that was enough time. Alright, start right here. Let's try to draw this hand pretty big too. I want it to fill most of the page, because I do feel like I've been drawing them quite small. I mean, I haven't, but I feel like I kind of have. Alright, get in the finger. Okay, hold on, let me measure this, and then we'll just make the palm this size too, so it needs to be about here. So, how big should that be? If it's a square like this, I don't freaking know. We're just guessing, dude. Alright, I could make this an actual box, but I think we're just gonna kind of fuck around and see if we can find out. Just kind of see if we can get it to look right. Just messing around. Alright, let's go like that. Then go like this. And we've got thumb. Alright. Go in here to get more hand. Then the hand come from over here. Fingers go burr. Erase that. That finger's not perfect, but we can leave it for now. Okay, so this way a little bit. Alright. Then down. Then kinda in there. Can barely see that, but that's fine. I can mostly tell what's going on there, and that's really all that matters. I just kind of want to try like shittily and quickly sketching in a hand, because I don't usually do it really quick. Okay, no, these are wrong. I feel like I always try to make it just right the first time, but I don't want to do that. Alright, this needs to go up more, this needs to go like that, and this needs to go like this. Alright, sure, we're gonna keep that for now. It's not perfect, but it's fine. So honestly, I did just realize I'm doing this wrong. There's only 2 knuckles here, and I'm adding a third. Why? I don't know. But that's a little bit of my bad right there. Alright, I kind of want this to be a bit bigger too. Go here, add the pinky for pinky. And then just go like that. How, when they're curved, they're relatively the same. But we can see more pinky here, more hand that's bent here, and then it goes from here, just bends in for the most part, then goes out. Alright, now the finger, we gotta work on this finger. Alright, put that a little bit better in position. And there's a pretty decent looking finger. It's not perfect, but it's decent looking, honestly. And yeah, we can just curve that in. That doesn't need any out curve at all. We just gotta make sure the thumb is away from it. Okay, so we got some lines here on the thumb. Alright, I kind of do have this on my hand. I can just move that there. I just didn't take it down. Alright. So, got the curves on the and it's looking mostly correct. So let's go ahead and just erase it. And we got like 6 minutes left. Oh, wait, no. We got like 4 minutes left, or 5 minutes left. Jeez, I can't math. That's pretty good, I think. Can you be all the same length? That's not gonna work. One of them is gonna always be longer. Alright. It's not bad so far, but also it's so messy, it's kind of hard to tell. Alright. Like this type of sketch, I would like to do 2 sketches over this to make sure everything's correct, but we don't have time for that. Not with a timed challenge. Okay, we're gonna start with these fingers. You know, I grabbed a reference, but I keep just using my own hand. It's just so much easier. It's just easier to just look down at my own hand than look up to a picture. Alright. Go like this, then do a little bit of a bend. We're going to kind of bend it in a bit more than we actually had it bent in, and we're going to shrink it. Okay, so the thumb is down here, which does make the hand a slightly different pose than it actually could be, but we're just going to chalk it up to, I don't fucking know. There, that's decent. If you think about it, it's wrong, like if you look at the hand and the place of it and shit, but just don't pay that close of attention. Don't pay that close of attention, and it's mostly correct. Actually, hold on, let me think about the nail here. All these fingers are kind of large, but that's fine. Got some sausage fingers. Alright. There. Boom. I'm putting the pinky like over this hand, so that's why I'm kind of drawing this pinky first, because I want this one to be tucked away. Okay, definitely not perfect, but it's not bad. Alright, how is this looking? Okay, so this goes up and then out, and then out to where it reaches its max outage, to where it goes in, curves out slightly, and comes back in big time. Alright, and then we've got that. We get our wrist in here. Make that curve just a little bit better. I always draw wrists like this. I never do like a full connecting line. Even when I'm like practicing like on my own, I like never do a full connecting line. I do that whenever I really draw like any type of like arm or head or anything, like if I do it for the neck or something. I just kind of always do that. Alright. There. We're not going to shade in the nails actually. That one can stay shaded in as much as it is, but we're not going to shade it in. Alright, now move on to this finger. Alright. I'll make it a little more flat because my finger is a little more flat than that. Alright, and I was basing it mostly off my hand. Alright, now we got just enough time to really do the thumb. Kinda. Alright, let's erase that. There we go. There we go. Sure. I knew I was gonna do that. Alright, get the thumb in here. The thumb's actually not bad, but it's kind of like not exactly right for this hand. It's not a bad thumb, it's just not exactly right for this hand. Which does suck a little bit, but I'm not going to change it because I do like the thumb, and I don't want to. And I'm the artist, I can do whatever I want. Alright. There we go. Kind of want the wrist to be right here though, so we're going to go like that, except for that's wrong, so we'll put the wrist out here, do that little line, go like this. Even that's kind of wrong, but we'll go ahead and make it work. And oh shit, we made 10 minutes. I think I went a little bit over. I'm allowed to erase lines. That's in the rules. I'm allowed to do that, even if it's over the time. Right there. There's my hand. Definitely not the best hand I've ever drawn, but honestly I kind of like this one more than some of the other ones because the fingers are just thicker and the hand in general is bigger. I could have done with a little bit less curve on that top part. I was trying to make it exaggerated but still somewhat realistic, and I think I did a pretty decent job. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I should have made it a more consistent size now that I think about it. But anyways, that's gonna be it. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.